Hi there, YouTubers. I'm sitting here with a very old, at least a bit old, guitar amplifier. It's from the beginning of the 90s. It's called Randall Century 200 Mark II. And I'm not an American. I actually live in Northern Europe, which means that this particular amp would not have been on the market in the beginning of the 90s when it was bought initially by the original owner, a guy called Mess. He would have bought it in Aarhus, Denmark. And the thing is that since these were absolutely not on the market back then, here, or to the best of my knowledge, nowhere in Europe, it would have been modified. And the way it is modified is something that we can see on the back. Now, as you see here on the back of the amplifier, it says 117 volts AC, 60 hertz, which means that this should be wired for American use, where they use 120 volts instead of 230. This amp, however, is right now plugged into a North European 230 AC outlet. And it's always been that way, and I've owned this amp for 21 years, since 97. And it's always played this way, which tells me it must have been modified to run 230. I don't know how you do that, but it's an electronic guy's job to do it, I guess. But as you see, it works fine. And I'm going to give you a sound sample right now. So I found a suitable guitar for the job. It's a dime guitar with Seymour Duncan dime buckers on it. It's a Razorback 255 Korean model, a cheap one. I bought it in California with Guitar Center Berkeley, I believe. El Cerrito, Berkeley. Something like that anyway. How about this one? Oh, right then. I'm not dime. However, I'm actually selling this one. I'm selling my Randall amp because I think I can do better with other amps, basically. I'm into tube amps mostly. I like the Engels, I like the Mezzo-Boogies, I like the Diesels, I like all that new stuff. Just as Steinbeck ended up doing, he ended up playing crank gear with full tube amplification in them. So this is very old-fashioned, but it's a collector's item to some, and I'm selling it for about $500 to a Swedish guy that I've been contacted by. I think it's a good price. It's not important for me to sell it for more than that. So here it goes, and I hope that when the buyer sees this video, he will stop worrying that it might blow up if he puts it into 230 volts in Sweden, because I think it should be just as good as here. Sound-wise, I can tell, well, in the period of time where I used this the most, that would have been back around 2000. And I'm not a professional musician at all. I just do this for hobby stuff. I I used to use the where have I got it anyway? Never mind. I used the noise gate for it, a Rocktron Hush pedal that I thought worked well. And I believe if you do use these old amps, you should probably use another more modern noise gate, maybe the Decimator, which can because it's very noisy, which can gate the guitar between the guitar and the input, and then you can put another gate as well into the effects loop in the back. And that will probably work even better than the Hush. Sound-wise, I use a setting right now that is not very uncommon, I believe. It's just like this. And I'm on the dirty channel. No reverb, almost full presence, pre-effects level, it says here. Pre-effects level. That's the channel volume, basically. If you scoop out all the mids, it sounds like this. I don't know if you recognize the dime bag tone here, because even though it's a dime guitar and an original amp that would have been used on the records, Walter Display of Power, Barbie Undriven, I'm not gonna sound like dime bag because I'm not dime bag. Okay. However, even though you might think that it shouldn't worry anybody at all, maybe you have some knowledge that I don't about amps that are American and that have been modified to run European voltage 230. And my question to you guys, if you know about it, is that what does it do to an amp if you modify it? This has obviously been modified in a way so that it works, and it has been working flawlessly, I'm telling you, for 21 years. And I used it pretty much for a while back then. This is a transistor amp, and even though these potentiometers have been used and used and used, they don't scratch in any of them. They don't have any. This one may have a little bit of scratchiness to it, but it works fine. There are absolutely no parts in it that are blown up along the way. So this is built for Third World War, man. All right, let's go to the clean channel. For the clean channel, you need to push the treble button. There. It can also be accessed through a foot switch. So this is the clean channel. With the it's on the bridge pickup right now. Neck pickup. Shit. This is not for neck pickup anyway. This is for bridge pickup, and not the clean channel because it's okay, but use a tube amp. This is what it was made for. I hope you enjoyed watching my little presentation on the Randall Century 200 Mark II. And there's actually a chance that you might see it again, even though I'm selling it to this Swedish guy, because he's also a very renowned and well thought of YouTuber, and I like him a lot. Telling the story about the Century 200 and its sound and its relation to Dimebag is something that is really worth doing, because it's legacy. If you guys know of anybody who bought an amp in Europe, I would sure like to hear from you, because the issue was that does it alter an amp a lot when they're modified for 230? And I'd like to greet my Swedish buyer, and I'm going to try and say something in Swedish. I'm Danish, but jag kan säga en smula på svenska. Jag tycker den måste vara så bra om den just kan bliva. Hvis du gerne vil spørge mig om noget, så skriver du selvfølgelig bare. Thank you for now. Bye bye.